football. Really, I felt like I knew football before I got here, and I welcomed me into a whole different world. So, just learning coverages, base stuff that I really wasn't familiar with before getting here, and the whole coaching staff and QB room has helped me to improve.
But with Hendon and Joe have talked about how much this offense, there's so much information to process so fast. How was that sort of a shock?
Can you say the beginning?
Like Hendon and Joe said when they first got in this offense, like the way you have to process information so quickly because y'all play so fast. Was it a shock for you that when you got out there the first time?
It was definitely a shock. Just you can see it from the outside looking in, but once you're actually in the offense and you got live bullets flying and you got to run the offense, it's way different. So I think that took me a little bit to adjust to, just getting the calls out there, getting my reads, and with the tempo we run, I think a lot of stuff processes fast in your brain. So you got to be able to maintain all that, and I think I've done a good job with that.
How important in the spring and even in the summer was it for you to be able to go back and watch film and sort of review everything and do it at a slower pace where it's not as live?
It was real important. Just go. Mainly for me was the play calls and signals. The main thing I was focused on, and Joe, Gas, and Nady, they all helped me with that during that process, our assistants. So it's been fun.
After this, was there anything that you specifically wanted to work on, or that Coach Halsey asked you to work on this summer?
Me specifically, I wanted to work on just my feet work in the system. I wasn't used to it when I first got here, so little steps that I had to work on was really working on that. Throwing mechanics, I say I went back home and worked on it with my QB coaches back there. But other than that, just really my feet work.
How has your comfortability changed from going from the bowl game practices to spring practice to now? I mean, it feels like you've been here a whole year, but it's going to be your first season starting tomorrow.
It's been fun, man. Just being with all the guys, getting to know everybody since December. I think it was a good thing for me to get here early and get here with all the guys and just learn different guys and where they're from. So it's been fun.
Nico, how different is the mental shift? Because I'm sure you've been the focal point of every team you've been on for the last few years, and now with this team, if everything goes according to plan, you're not going to play very much this year. What's the adjustment been like?
It hasn't been too much, man. I think when I first got here, just seeing what we had already, and just me wanting to be a part of that team is what it was for me. I know Joe's the guy, and like I said, I'll be prepared if my number gets called.
And do you still have the same drive?
Oh yeah.
That you had?
I look at it as if I was going to be the starter, taking every mental reps and all that. And Joe does a great job helping me with all that. So.
Did you run the scout team in bowl practices?
Yeah, I ran the scout team in bowl practices, so I was going against the ones defense a lot and competing with them.
Was that a surprise when they asked you to do that? I mean, you were 5-star.
No, I kind of expected to be the scout quarterback. I just got there, so it was fun to just go out there and go against the ones defense and get some reps against them.
Were you trying to show them up when you were out there, trying to make them look bad, or were you just trying to give them a good look?
I think with me, I was just trying to give them a good look, but giving them a good look is going out there and playing your best. So I was just trying to go out there and compete to my best ability, and I think I did that.
Joe might be the guy, but Coach Halsey expressed his confidence in you should you have to, go out on the field, a similar situation to Milton going into Hooker last year. Knowing that your coach has that sort of confidence in you already, what does that mean to you?
It feels great. Anybody who has, the beliefs of their coaches in them would feel great. So, I feel great about that.
Is there anything specific Joe has been able to share with you about being the next man up and always staying ready that helped him, do it last year that you mentally or just in preparation-wise that would help you this season?
Yeah, Joe definitely helped me with that. He told me to look at, every rep as if I'm a starter. Value your reps against when you get in, and he told me the coaches do a great job of getting both quarterbacks in to run the ones offense so they're ready if their number does get called again.
Some of your teammates have mentioned that you seem like a humble guy, despite the recruiting ranking and some of that type of stuff. Is that natural for you? Did you learn that humble nature from someone? Is that something you've had to work on? Where do you think that comes from?
My parents, they raised us to be like that since we were young, and they carried over to now, and it'll carry over to the future too.
Have you been able to incorporate your culture into the program at all? Kind of show them the Polynesian side?
I haven't, not yet. I haven't. I've really just been focused on grinding, man. Yeah, so I haven't got the chance to do it.
Obviously coming in early is helpful when it comes to learning the plays, X's and O's. But for you, just what have you noticed about the way you carry yourself, your comfortability, just from getting that early arrival?
Yeah, I think everything. Just getting adjusted to the way college football is played. I think the speed of everything was big change for me. So getting used to that, and yeah, man. I really just college in general has taught me how to be a man. So really, just coming in early was a great thing for me.
How do you deal with the hype and the pressure when you haven't even stepped on the field yet, but everyone's talking about 5-star, one of the best quarterbacks coming out of your class?
Really just try not to focus on stuff like that. It all starts over again. I got to prove myself at this college level, and I felt like we've worked hard enough to get to that point. And like I said, when it's our time again, we'll go perform.
What's it been like working with Coach Halsey?
Yeah, working with Coach Halsey's been great, man. He's such a fun guy to work with. Even in the film room, he's a great guy to work with. But Coach Joey's helped me in tremendous ways. So many different ways, just throwing mechanics, all types of stuff. So it's been great.
Has he changed anything about the way you throw the ball, or anything technique-wise with you?
No, not really. Really to drive more off my back hip was really the main thing. I was throwing a lot of off-platform throws, and when I feel like you can make those throws, but they're not as good at all times. So just learning the base, getting back to the fundamentals, and using my full power to make regular throws.
Coach Halsey talked about your demeanor kind of being a thing that guys can feed off of if you were needed. Just kind of what allows you to be calm like that on the field.
I think from a young age, man, I've always been like that. Just going out there, taking one play at a time, really, and staying calm under pressure. You really don't look at it as pressure once you get out there. And I think it's just always stuck with me as a kid.
Do you model your game after anybody, or anybody in the pros or that you've watched in the past that you kind of try to take something from?
Aaron Rodgers is a big guy I watched, and then back to Tom Brady, and then Pat Mahomes a little bit. So just a couple guys, and Josh Allen was a big guy for me. And now it's just been really just Joe now. So but those 4 guys in the league was really the guys I was trying to model my game after.
What from Joe have you kind of focused on to put into your own game?
Really the way he just throws the ball, man. The way he throws the ball is so effortless, and it's beautiful when you see it up front. So really just improving on that. I feel like I'm going to get to that level. So once I get there, man, can't wait to see what it looks like. So.
I'm sure you probably had the biggest arm of any camp or team you've been around. What was it like to show up and see Joe actually sling it like he does?
Yeah, I seen him sling it in warm-ups for games, so I already knew what it was like looking at it. But just actually being on the team with him, and he's my teammate, that's so fun to know I got a teammate that can throw the ball like that. So.
He was surprised that you were taller than him when he first met you.
Am I taller than Joe?
He said he wasn't wearing shoes.
Right. He said he wasn't wearing shoes, but when he put shoes on, he was the same height.
Yeah.
That was new. That was new for him because he's.
That's new for me. I thought we were the same height the whole time, so I didn't know that.
He noticed that.
You said he baked spaghetti for you. You ever cook anything for him?
I had my mom cook something for him. Whatever food she'll cook, she'll have for him. She did have her spaghetti for him. So no, I'm not a big cook, but I learned how to cook something. So.
Was there anything over the summer coming from the spring that you really wanted to focus on football-wise in terms of getting better? Was it a lot of things, or just a couple of things specifically that you want to, when you guys hit the field tomorrow, that you're looking to be better at?
Yeah, I think mechanics and signals really. Once I get the signal, just being able to know what it is and call it out there once I first get it. And I think signals is the main thing for me, and just retaining information. So once you go out there, from all the film study and stuff, that it's easy when you get out there.
Joe talks about how he's pretty open about everything, his life, football, you can ask him anything. For you, as when you're incoming, how does that make you trust him as a leader, that you can ask him not only anything about football, but life in general?
Yeah, my trust has always been in him. I know he's going to go out there and get the job done, and really just having him there, it's just been great for me. I think all the guys have the same belief as me in him, and he shows that every day.
When you kind of look at some of the other freshmen that you came in with, what are your impressions of kind of this class as a whole?
Yeah, I thought we put a great class together, man. I feel like this 23 class is going to be a super strong class in the future. You know, we are the future, I feel like, with this class. And, yeah, man, there's so much talent in this one class, and then we got the 24 class coming up next. So.
Is there anybody in this group? You said you spent a lot of time with Joe, so I don't know how much time you get to spend.
Yeah, I
with
spent a
other
lot
guys.
of time with, you know, Ricky Gibson, John Slaughter, Christian Conyer, Nathan Leacock, just a couple guys that I spent time with. I spent time with a lot of guys.
What have you seen out of Nathan Leacock so far?
Say it again?
On the field, what have you seen out of Nathan Leacock?
Yeah, great potential, man. He's a big target that I can hit. He has long strides and can go out there and get a deep ball. So, really, I'm looking for more in this fall camp for us all to improve. So I can't wait.
What about some of those DBs?
Last question
You're
for
kind
everybody.
of hanging out with some of these DBs.
Yeah.
What about those guys?
Yeah. All of them, man. Jordan Matthews, I feel like they're a great class of DBs that we put together, and you know, I feel like they're all going to do good in fall camp.
Did you grow up many interceptions in the spring, right?
Man, hopefully not, man. I'm not trying to throw no interceptions.
Did any of them get you in the spring?
None of them. I know Aaron Beasley got me. He got me once, and Elijah Herring got me once too. So I did throw the two of them in there, and Andre Turrentine got me. So you know, I'm going through my lumps right now. I'm learning.
Did you grow up watching Peyton Manning at all during any of those?
When he was with the Colts, definitely the Colts vs. Saints. I remember seeing that. I actually was going for Reggie Bush at the time, but yeah, no, I've always watched Peyton when growing up.